welcome to another episode of Think Fresh, everybody. How are you doing, my co-host, my
Mm,
friend, the
wow.
6 inches to my 6 inch?
Wow. I would split a Footlong with you any day. King of Kings.
Oh, thank you. Are you good? Good, Eric? It's like good.
You know, I'm doing pretty good. My body is nice and tight. Not like not in like a sexy way, Ty, but more of in a like my legs are hurting kind of way. Um,
Not like our
yeah.
friendship. Our friendship is tight. Your butthole
Mm-hmm.
is tight. Your
Mm-hmm. The
your
sandwich
shins are
wrap
tight.
is tight. My shins are tight. How'd you know?
Well,
Um,
I couldn't help but notice that your shins look like they're under repair right now.
My shins are literally a WIP right now. I do have some tape holding them together, which is always a good sign. Um, you know, discreetly tucked under my certified lover boy socks tie.
Dude, putting tape on your body is so Frankenstein. I'm getting like Mark Zuck vibes. Like you've tried to leave your humanoid body 3 times now and failed each time, but maybe the fourth time you'll get it.
It's very right wing of me to use duct tape to solve my problems, but
Hmm.
turns out it's actually really common, Ty. If you participated in sport, you would know how common it is.
uh, I live in a band-aid reality, Eric. It's privileged, I
hmm
know.
I know. I was actually shopping for Band-Aids literally on last Saturday, and did you know that they have black Band-Aids now?
They got them in every spectrum of the toasted bread, essentially, from from like raw to over toasted.
They have dark rye.
Hmm.
It was really a full spectrum. I was quite impressed, Ty. They also had some Peppa Pig colorways for you. So,
Yeah, Peppa Pink.
next time you get a little boo-boo, then I'll I'll roll up to your franchise and pop a little
Hmm.
band-aid on you.
Yeah, that's nice to know that they have salami pink available as well for if I ever
hmm
get a nipple cut or perhaps a scar on my rosy cheeks.
hmm
And I'm not talking about the face, baby.
I'm actually worried about my nipples for this upcoming run.
Right, you have another run this week. You did a run last week. You're doing another run this week. Who
hmm
are you running from, Eric?
I'm
Your
running from
demons?
these I'm running from these crooked who are following me into my sleep every night, Ty. I can't stop
They keep,
thinking about our loyal fan base, and this is my one chance to escape.
yeah, Eric keeps getting doxxed on 4chan. He keeps changing addresses to get away from you guys. But you
Exactly.
can't catch him, man. His actually, Eric, I think you're the problem here. You keep posting your route to Strava, so they keep finding you. The one
Mm,
true social network, Strava.
Strava is a great deal of a great way for me to stay inspired, and I do take advantage of their private, so there's no need to worry about that. Um, I do have a strong radius around my living quarters where you won't know where I pull up. You don't know where I lay.
Where I nest.
Exactly. These eggs are for me only.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I'm glad you're keeping your
This
friends close and your eggs closer.
this egg salad foot long is for no one except for me and Bay, okay?
Dude, when I went to Subway last weekend, my last Subway bender, there was no sign of egg salad on the menu. And I was thinking of even ordering it because I was feeling really crooked that day.
Oh.
And I was like, maybe that'll fix me. But it wasn't even on the menu. And I
hmm
looked through the buckets. I parsed the buckets with my eyes, and there was
hmm
no goopy egg bucket either.
hmm
What do you think about that? Where do you think it went?
Well, clearly, the chicken came before the egg here in this case, or came after the egg, I should say. Um, but Ty, how are you doing? You've been on a juice cleanse since we last spoke, and I'm worried now that this last meal of yours maybe didn't set you up for success for the long run. 'Cause I'm thinking
No,
like, Your planned juice cleanse of 3 days actually is like 4 days. That falafel footlong just went straight through you.
Yeah, dude, it's like eating air. You're just ingesting air. But you
Hmm
and I have both been running marathons of different types this week. You physically, me mentally and emotionally with this 3-day juice cleanse. I have consumed maybe like 12 or 13 or 14 liters of 100% cold pressed juice in the last 3 days, Eric, and my body's gone through some incredible changes. Just,
Mm.
just it's been very interesting to be in touch with my body.
Wow. Well, I'd love to hear more about it because you do look pretty sick right now.
I did
You
look in the
look
mirror this
pretty
morning.
pale.
Like, I'm pale. What's going
Yeah.
on?
You're a little pale. You're wrapped in a blanket, underneath with your, Burberry, what is that? A Burberry checkered button up?
Bro,
Or is
this
that
is
the
my
Ralph
everything
Lauren?
shirt. I call this my everything shirt. It's brown, which is every color at once, first of all. And then it has an attribute of every shirt. It has the fabric of a flannel, the collar of a polo, the buttons of a Henley, the pattern of a like plaid shirt, but then like the fit of like a sweater.
Wow, it really is like everything bagel.
I'm wearing the everything bagel of shirts right now. I wish the breadheads could see me. Just imagine the Italian herbs and cheese bread, but like
Hmm
fairly well toasted. Like I would wear a rye
Somebody,
band-aid with this.
mhm. Somebody who describes himself as herbs and cheese definitely would wear a button-up shirt in the home. I don't think I've worn a button-up shirt like more than once this entire year, and it certainly wasn't inside my own house. I'm always
You
shirtless in my own house. I actually put on a shirt for this podcast.
you and I are built different, Eric. I am I got the collar on everywhere I go. I'm like a dog, you see? I'm just
Mhm.
a dog at home. I have to keep the collar on in case I get lost.
He's a dog.
I'm just a dirty dog. But let me tell
He's a
you, Eric,
dirty dog.
I need to tell you about the symptoms of someone on a 3-day juice cleanse.
Mhm. It's currently 13 degrees Celsius out, and Ty is wrapped in a long sleeve, wrapped in a blanket on his couch
Yeah.
with four pillows, and you still look frail. So can you please tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I'm very cold. I've been very cold all day, and it, I think it must be a symptom of drinking only juice because whenever I eat food, I usually feel warm. If I eat a heavy meal like spaghetti, I get so warm I have to go outside. So I'm feeling very cold.
That's why
I'm
that's why Italians are always like sitting outside sipping on espresso because they're like
mhm,
hot and tired from eating so much pasta. They're
I
like,
think so too.
"Hey, give me a fucking espresso, buddy. What's going on here?"
Like, yeah, and I get it. Every time I go to an Italian restaurant, I feel like garbage after primi, secondi, and dolci. So I think
Hmm
like a shot of espresso is gonna fix that. That's a
hmm
very Italian like problem solving technique. But that's not what I'm
Exactly.
doing here. But it's not just the temperature, Eric. It's not just I feel like an untoasted loaf of bread right now, but nice and cold. But also like my legs really hurt and I'm quite tired. I had a headache for a day or two.
Hmm
So like basically every part of my body is reacting. And then like I get some like weird things happen. Like I got really bad BO too from this. I don't know why. The
Well, your
the
body's
like
purging.
my body must be purging because like even the sandalwood extract in my salt and stone deodorant has not been able to uh, form a strong defense against the scent, this
Mhm.
aroma. And then
So
this
when you
isn't.
say you ordered a BO, are you saying you ordered a bacon onion sandwich?
Have you ever had a bacon onion sandwich? No, that doesn't exist, Eric. No one would ever order that. It's disgusting.
Yeah, there is. There's a CBO from McDonald's.
What? What's the C?
Yeah,
Cheese?
chicken,
Chicken, bacon,
chicken,
onion?
Chinese chicken.
That's a nasty combination. Who would make that trifecta? That's
I
Satan's
don't know if
sandwich
it's
right there.
wait, is it maybe it could be cheddar bacon onion.
If it's cheddar bacon onion, that's a bit more forgiving because you're at least getting like some salt, fat, and acid in there. But I I don't think that's a real sandwich, Eric. You're fucking with me right now.
I'm gonna literally look up CBO McDonald's, and if anything other than a sandwich comes up, Ty, then I will literally e-transfer you $1,000.
Okay, I'll take you up on that. I know it's just a small amount compared to your bag, but wow, that's a real sandwich.
Look at this, Ty.
Cheddar bacon onion, the CBO. I think what's throwing me, Eric, is that's just like a string of letters I've never seen together. A CBO.
Wow, look at that.
That actually looks really good. Okay, you're killing me right now, dude. I haven't eaten in 3 days. Put these pictures down.
I'm literally edging Ty through Zoom right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm salivating. I also keep getting, I've noticed ever since I started this cleanse, I keep getting these Instagram ads for erectile dysfunction. And I just want to be clear to you and the breadheads that like I have a pretty stiff unit and no issues downstairs. But I think that my the rest of my body is obviously suffering. And I think my Instagram algo is misinterpreting that struggle.
Well, now that Coachella is long gone, Ty, it's probably just looking out for you. It's like Ty's, probably 50% less hard than he was last weekend. So,
Hmm.
it's all, browsing so much on Instagram. So we're just gonna look out for him and like offer him like a solution to a potential problem.
Yeah, dude, between the Explore page during Coachella weekend and both weekend and Harry headlining, that's a like that's just a lot of feelings, you know? It's a lot of
hmm
good things happening.
Kim K looking like a fuckable R2D2. Damn.
Damn.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what were you talking about?
I don't even know. I was just explaining to you everything I'm going through, but I think I'm gonna cave tonight, Eric. I think I'm gonna eat a little food. I have to at some
Can't do it.
point, right?
You can't do it, Ty. You have to finish the juice cleanse. You paid an exorbitant amount of money for liquid vegetables. So
Hmm.
you're gonna have to like just ride this thing through and then celebrate at the other end of this with a footlong.
Dude, I love your inspirational talk, and you're right. I did spend a little bit too much money on this. I actually think after doing this juice cleanse, that maybe juice cleanses are a scam because all I'm doing is digesting about 5 times as much sugar as I normally would, and no carbs, which is
This guy
like
did a juice
isn't.
cleanse on Tropicana. You're drinking orange juice, Tropicana orange juice for 3 days straight, dude. No wonder you
Damn.
feel like you're about to pass away.
That's R.I.P. me. That's such a
Yeah.
think fresh move to Tropicana juice cleanse. Feel like I'm a boys who can cook meme, but
hmm
uh,
That's what guys, who like can't afford to cook for their girl will do. Be like, "Yo, babe, we're doing a juice cleanse this week," and just buy like Costco packs of like Fruitopia.
they got the Kool-Aid powder, every mixture ready to go.
hmm If you mix them all together, it
Damn,
probably looks like your shirt.
probably it's an everything shirt. Uh, Very funny, Eric. What are your thoughts on juice cleanses? You're observing from the sidelines.
Mm,
You're the bench warmer here.
hmm Um, I live a very active lifestyle, Ty, so I don't think I could afford to not take in any calories or carbs or anything. I'm currently sipping on a nice little harmless harvest organic coconut water. And this thing right here is hydrating me so that I'm able to achieve my goals later today.
What are your goals, Eric? Take a nap? Quick
Exactly. I'm taking
wank?
a
What are you
nap.
doing?
Yeah. A cheeky wank later and a nap so I can prepare for my big run on Sunday.
Ah, I see. So this is a preliminary beverage consumption to make sure your
Mm-hmm.
body's at peak physical condition for your marathon
Mm-hmm. And just looping back on the pasta comment from earlier,
run.
isn't it weird that people carb load for like a high effort activity? It's like carbs make you so fucking tired in the moment, but that's what's
Hmm.
supposed to fuel you later.
Yeah, I watched an Instagram reel about this, Eric. I totally get it now. It's because you burn carbs faster than you burn fat. So the minute
Mm,
the carbs go in you, you feel gross while the stomach is kind of digesting it. But then like once it's like in your system, your body's like superhuman while it's burning through that. It's like when you put the car in sport mode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or you get like a mushroom in Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm. I'm literally gonna be drinking carbs tonight, or not tonight, on Saturday night
Hmm.
in preparation for this. I have like literally a drink full of carbs, and I'm gonna be carb loading with that. And then I'm gonna have another one of those in the morning of the run, and then I'm gonna bring 6 gels with me during this run.
What kind of
So
gel? Like Jello?
like
Are you
hair
doing
gel.
Jello shots?
I'm just
Hair gel?
kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It's the same thing basically. It's just like basically taking like a whole foot long loaf and just like shoving it down into one bite. That's
Mm.
essentially what it is.
Yeah, dude. If you need a carb load, I have the restaurant for you.
I know, right? High protein, high carb, high sodium. Honestly, eating Subway might actually be good for running because it's got electrolytes.
It's got
You know what I mean?
everything in it.
It's got high carbs, bread. Like, if
Hmm.
anything, like you're putting yoga mats inside of you, and yoga is like a sporty
That's
activity.
healthy.
So,
Yeah.
exactly. So, Emily
It
Oberg would
even it
approve.
even teaches you stamina because just a little bit too big to be a real sandwich.
Just a little bit too big.
Dude, I was thinking about this actually. Subway's a cartoon sandwich. Like when you order it, it's just like you're eating a cartoon sandwich.
It's the most cartoonish fast food place.
If you think about it, like imagine making a sandwich that big at home. Isn't that laughable? Like the idea
Can
of
you
making,
imagine?
can you imagine like buying a baguette, cutting it in half, filling it with as many vegetables as possible, tons of
hmm
sauces, and then eating the
hmm
whole baguette at home?
hmm I
I,
mean,
I
this is why we have to respect our artists more, Ty, because you would never attempt such a crazy feat like that.
I not even making it, eating it, Eric, seems laughable. I'm laughing at the thought of it in my head.
hmm How do you even like go about purchasing a bread like that? Like you have to make it yourself, probably.
You probably do to make that like because it's not a proper baguette. It's more like like a there's like a certain type of baguette that has that quality to it. It starts with a C. Are you familiar with it? Like a Calabrese
No,
baguette or something. I don't know. Who cares?
I
I'm
don't
not a
know, Ty. I think you're
linguist.
talking out of your ass.
Yeah, I'm no linguist.
Um, what that reminds me of though? Like those YouTube channels where people will like make like their version of like a popular fast food item. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's Baconator, and then like here's my Wendy's Baconator, and then it like they're basically their whole thing is like the shit on like the Wendy's version. It's like look how much better mine is.
It's
But
all bullshit clickbait,
it's all
Eric. Don't
bullshit.
watch those videos.
It was bullshit clickbait, and it's not even impressive because like it costs probably like 8 times more to like make your
Hmm.
fucking fancy like gentrified version. And
Hmm.
you're forgetting that I'm not like walking into Wendy's like half drunk at like 2 a.m. Like that's like the beauty of
Hmm.
it. I don't want your fucking nice version.
I don't want
You
the
can
nice
keep that.
version either. If you're gonna do a nice burger, like riff on the concept a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why would you even mess with a company like McDonald's has made literally billions of hamburgers. Why do you think you're gonna make it better than them? Like,
That's a great point. And like what is better? Like
what is better,
like you
Eric?
can't like you can't be like you're if you're truly unique, then you are by default the greatest in the world because there's
One of one.
only you're one of one. You're the only person attempting to make a Big Mac.
Your non-fungible Big Mac maker.
Mm-hmm. Non-edible.
Not edibles, more like it. Barf. Now, Eric, you make a big question about what is better. And I think about this a lot with Subway. I think like a lot of people are like, oh, Subway is garbage or Subway's bad for you or Subway like stinks. I don't know. What people say, but
It
Subway's
does
got a lot
stink.
of haters. They got
Those are the
more haters than
employees.
Drake. Subway's kind of like the fast food equivalent of Drake, you know? It just wants to show your body some love, but it just gets a bunch of hate, you know? And so my question to you is like, what is better at Subway? Like, how could you make it better? I don't really know. I, like, I know we've talked about it for 160 episodes. What would make it better? But like,
mm,
what would actually be just unanimously across the board better?
hmm But I think it's really easy to hate from outside the club, but
Hmm.
when truly presented with the option to change something, would
Mhm.
you?
Exactly. I think that's what I'm getting at, is that, like, maybe I wouldn't change anything. Maybe it is exactly what it should be.
Sometimes you just gotta leave shit alone. Like
Yeah.
people, like you're gonna hire new people. They're gonna want to change stuff, and sometimes you don't have to like change things to be a good employee. You can just be like, yes, this is right.
Yeah. Sometimes the job is just to keep it the same as possible.
hmm Exactly. Like if McDonald's like changed the Big Mac, like people would be pissed. And Subway's out here doing
Mhm.
that like every season.
Yeah. They're riffing a little bit too much, actually. They're trying to create the
hmm
change no one asked for. It's almost like the iPhone. Subway's like the iPhone, you know? Every
hmm
season, it's a little bit different, and it's never better, it's just different. I'm talking about just the form factor. I'm not talking about like just like the iPhone. The guts of the Subway sandwich never change. They
hmm
all that's like tried and true. That's really good. But then
hmm
like the form factor, it's a one year it's a panini, one year it's a wrap or a salad or mighty melt, whatever the hell they're pushing. That's kind of like the iPhone. It's like, oh, now it's a beveled edge. Now the speaker's on the bottom. Now there's a
hmm
notch. Now there's no notch.
Now there's a bite taken out of it.
Yeah, damn, I'm so hungry right now, Eric. I can eat my fucking phone.
Dude,
I
somebody
need
took a
to.
bite of your fucking iPhone 13 Pro Max, dude, and that thing is the
Oh,
notch. Are you hallucinating over there?
holy shit! Is is the notch just uh, a symbol for the bite? I'm so hungry. Is this a? Did Uber Eats do this?
Mm.
Oh man,
Ty, is this your first time doing any kind of like bodily experiment?
no, dude, my whole life is a bodily experiment. This isn't even my first cleanse, and I
Holy shit.
suffer the
So
same way every time.
so you've done multiple juice cleanses or have you done like a cabbage soup cleanse?
Typically more like, okay, the last cleanse I did was really ratchet. I filled two 2-liter like Coke bottles with water mixed with cumin, lemon juice, and maple syrup, and then that's all I drank for 3 days. So it's like prison juice. And I felt so bad. I like literally fell down at one point. I was like so weak.
Wow, when you said ratchet out, I thought it was gonna go a different way. I thought it was gonna be like only you're only eating like sweet spaghetti from Jollibee or something.
Wow, that would be a way different type of cleanse. No, it was more like homegrown DIY. So that's why I wanted to go with a corporate sponsored juice cleanse this time. Shout out to Freshie, because I need somebody to sue if my body shuts down.
That is a great safety net to have. And you know that they wouldn't sell it to anybody like unless it was good to go. But why freshly Thai? So obviously it was much cheaper than the, you know, corporate sellout juice truck, another
Mhm.
local offering. But I don't know, was Freshie was the branding appealing to you in some way?
No, dude, the branding is garbage. It doesn't make any sense. They're trying to make their brand look like the inside of a vegetable, and it's just too literal.
It's too literal, wow.
I only order from Freshie because of convenience, Eric. Nowhere else could I find someone prepare me 21 bottles of juice in about 3 hours within walking distance of my apartment.
Mm, you do live
That's
far
why we
away
live in
from the
cities,
city
hey?
center.
Yeah. But even out here in the boonies, you can still find a bunch of raw cold pressed juice in a couple
hmm
hours. You can get a few
Yeah.
gallons of it.
That is like the world's greatest scam. Like you could literally go to like Save on Foods, load up on like random vegetables, just
Hmm.
like blend them, juice them, and sell that for like $8 per
Hmm.
bottle.
You probably don't even need to juice them. Like, honestly, I don't really understand the difference between the juicing and just eating the vegetables. The only difference is like one of them makes me hungry.
Mm. Wow, that's
So
a
one
great
of them is
point.
arguably worse.
So why would you juice then? I
I don't
guess it's so
know.
that your stomach doesn't have to do anything.
I
Like
think
your
the
stomach's
idea
just
is
a
to get
lazy fuck.
yeah, you get your like digestion tract goes on PTO for a few days.
Mm. Interesting.
I know. So I was thinking about this as I was eating this. I'm like, man, would you ever juice a Subway sandwich? Like, would that be a healthier intake of the food we love? And would it taste the same? Is the real question. If you just like shoved your foot-long BMT in a Vitamix, ground that shit up, you have enough sauce already in the sandwich that it should liquefy quite easily.
Mm.
Would it taste the same, or would it taste like, would the consistency in every bite that you create from juicing make it a totally different flavor?
Whoa, it would be like your everything shirt.
It'd be like my everything shirt. It'd
Dude,
be
that'd
like
be so gross.
it'd be like being on shrooms, dude. You'd be experiencing every flavor at the same time. It'd be euphoric and overwhelming and yeah, gross, probably. I don't know.
So, Ty, would you rather have to drink 3 footlongs, right? Like I make 3 footlongs for you, and then you have to drink them, or pick up a full day's shift at Subway.
Oh man. Okay. I want to drink the 3 footlongs. I've never been able to eat that much sandwich in my life, and I think if I drank it, that's a hack to consuming more inches.
These guys, inches per minute are off the charts.
Yeah, because you can drink way faster than you can eat because you eliminate chewing. That was only slowing
Mm-hmm.
us down.
Mm-hmm. You probably fit more in yourself in your stomach too.
Mhm. Nothing like
So,
guzzling a glizzy, hey?
mm-hmm. So shift or drink?
Drink, what would you pick?
I think shift.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I
That's
want the
that's because
shirt.
you're a workaholic. Oh, you want the
I want the
merch, okay.
t-shirt. Yeah. I want the t-shirt and the visor. And I would just pick a Subway. Assuming I can pick my location, I would just pick one like in like Spain or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Eric the type of guy that will sleep outside an Adidas store for a shirt, so you're certainly the kind of guy that would put in 8 hours at the way.
8 hours at Subway like Barcelona. Like sorry, no chorizo. I'm so sorry.
Hell? As a,
They don't have chorizo there, I'm guessing. They do they? I don't know. They
they don't
should.
got chorizo on any menu. I don't You're in the
But
wrong
that's
fast
but
food
in
restaurant.
Spain, why not
Oh,
why not in
true, true,
Spain, Pi?
true. Do you think that like okay, like in Spain, Eric, like tapas reign supreme. So like we dunk on the mighty melts a lot. Those little 2-inch sandwiches. Do you think that's like the culture of Spain? Is all tapas? Do you even think they go up to 12
Hmm.
inches?
Hmm. That's a great question. Probably not. They probably like have some version of like a deconstructed sandwich, and I'm not talking about a bowl. I'm talking about little
Mm,
charcuterie,
yeah.
like it's just pieces of salami and cheese and bread on the board,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
it's not in a
Fuck, I'm
sandwich
so
form.
hungry.
Dude, I know you're literally like coming so close to the camera, you're like drooling. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Holy shit.
Oh.
I've never been to Madrid, Eric, but I'd imagine that there is a bylaw there explicitly stating that no food may be over like 3 inches in like cubic feet or cubic inches, I guess. I don't know
Hmm.
what it's probably a hard and fast rule, but it
Hmm.
must be hard for Subway to catch a break there.
I think it's too hot and sweaty to consume that many inches over there. Like that's why they have like the break time in the middle of the day, la pausa, right? They just
The
fucking
pausa.
go home, nap. That's
Listen.
like something that you should do like after consuming 12 inches. Like you eat a lot of food and you go home, take a little nap skis,
Mhm.
and go back to the coal mines.
Mhm. It's cool, a big export of Spain. I didn't know that. I learned something today.
I don't think so, to be honest.
Well, seems contradictory to their Mediterranean neighbors, who consume 12 inches of spaghetti and then take a siesta. So, like, there are two schools of thought here: small plate or like entree strategy.
Hmm. I think I don't know why, but how is it possible that all the fat Italians like came over to North America? Because
Hmm.
I think like having 12 inches of pasta is like a North American thing. Like back in Europe, like we don't have like a huge plate of pasta. That's just like that's lunacy.
That is lunacy. It's an appetizer in Europe. It's a little tiny side salad of grain.
Exactly. But here
We
it's like the main course. Like I'm gonna eat like 500 grams of fucking linguine. Like
Yeah. So,
what?
like, an Italian comes over here and they're like, "Wait, like, cacio e pepe is the headlining act? You're gonna eat cheese and pepper and noodle for dinner?"
And it's made inside the Parmesan wheel. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
I don't know.
imagine like being like some Italian guy who's like disconnected from the internet and just like coming to like New York or something and then going to fucking or like LA going to like Boa Steakhouse, getting
Mhm.
fucking tableside cacio e pepe.
Dude.
It's like, what the fuck is this? Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, yeah, you've really culturally appropriated what Nona loved.
I came here for the free anchor.
Mhm. Shout out to the guy that made our ad on Fiverr. But yeah,
Hey,
Eric,
don't
America's
expose all of our secret sauce, man. We paid good money for that ad.
um, America has really made like smeared the marinara sauce all over the reputation of Italian food, you know? It really like
hmm
and like I used to really like be angry with Subway for culturally appropriating Italianism so heavily, but I realized that they are only a symptom of a systematic problem.
Exactly. The change starts from the top, Ty, and we gotta, head over to Philadelphia,
We
the
gotta head to Philly.
capital of Italian food.
Mhm.
And I think Will Smith is to blame of this, to be honest. Like West Philadelphia, born and raised, like this guy fucked up the whole sandwich game.
Yeah, dude. And like I'm sure there's some references in I Am Legend or something too.
hmm
I feel like that guy's got nothing but misses lately, except for one
Yeah,
really good hit.
dude.
And I'm not talking about his films.
Pursuit of Happiness was literally him selling toasters, trying to get out of the fucking get out of this like sandwich hell that he was living in.
Yeah, wow, you're right. Dude, he should have just been an artist. Like,
He is.
yes. Uh, he's an artist playing a sandwich seller.
An artist
He's
playing
role
a
playing.
sandwich. Oh my god. He's an artist playing a sandwich that like his wife is getting fucking piped by other sandwich artists.
Yeah, can you imagine being you're that's like low, you know? Like
hmm
to let the sandwich artist hit?
What do you think has more white sauce like oozing out of it? His footlong or his wife?
I don't want to answer that, dude. That's disgusting. You fantasize about Will Smith's love love problems way too much. Keep your eyes on
Should
the
throw it at
sandwich
Johnny
here.
Depp?
Yeah, what's going on with that? What's new in the Depp Heard debacle?
I don't know. All I know is she's shitting in his bed,
Hmm.
which and he stayed with her, so that just tells me that the head was crazy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Or like, I don't know. It's like every reality is so crazy, Eric. Everyone can create this twisted reality that they live in that's totally separate from the rest of the world. And this is a really good evidence of it in this like toxic relationship. It's kind of like when you go to Subway and and you're like, the cucumbers are really soggy, but I really want them anyways. So then you get them, and then the sandwich artist puts a bunch of them on it, and now you're like stuck with
hmm
this like super soggy sandwich, but you're okay with it kind of because you
Yeah, you
kind of
just
asked
blame it on
for
the
it.
sauce.
No, you're like, "Well, I asked for it, it's my fault." You gaslight
hmm
yourself.
hmm Or you take it out in a big way on Twitter. Free speech
Mhm.
Twitter is now like what's gonna happen now that Musk is in charge? He's gonna like allow all kinds of people to talk wild smack about the greatest sandwich restaurant of all time.
Oh, Eric, they already do. Jack
But
Dorsey was not clamping down enough on the sandwich smack happening online.
snack talk.
Snack slurs.
hmm
I think Elon Musk should buy Subway next, and I think he should make it so we can make our own sandwich. I could if he really wants freedom, if that's the pursuit of this Twitter purchase, then I think that that makes sense. That's in line with that vision.
I think so too. If you were Elon Musk and you were about to purchase Subway, what would your big sweeping change be? We just talked about how we wouldn't change anything, but what would you change if you could?
Well, now that I've thought about it more deeply, 15 minutes later, I have a ton of ideas.
And
First of all, Eric, I want access behind the counter as a customer. If Subway lets you, they let you see behind the scenes, but they don't
buffet
let you
style.
touch behind the scenes. I want a freestyle,
Mm,
baby.
touch, buddy.
Like
Just
if
like Subway
TikTok
is a
taught
strip
us,
club.
yeah, if TikTok taught us anything though, that like we in the everything's becoming a DAO, and everything should be remixed, Eric, and that includes Subway. And I can't remix unless I can't get behind the DJ booth and we can self.
Exactly. That's what the private rooms are for. At a strip club, you can go and you can observe, but can't take photos, can't touch the strippers, Ty.
Mm,
You should know that. You should know better than that, Ty.
I should know better. I'm handsy.
He's
I
handsy
just
and hungry.
I'm handsy and hungry. I'm so hungry right now, dude. I think I got to go get some food.
I think you do too. You look really hungry, and I'm too busy peeling this tape off of my leg, and it's really hurting.
Yeah, I bet that like is really plucking some of your like thick thick Mediterranean leg hair.
It is, in fact, yes. Don't mind if I just take my sock off live on pod.
Oh God,
Oh, geez.
he's
Drake,
he's he's whipped out the Footlong.
yeah, I mean, certified lover boy Drake Aubrey Graham is unable to really come through for me at this moment.
No,
But
your certified lover boy socks are stinky now. They're Eric certified. They have
they're
the scent of Eric.
stinky, they're stinky and making my legs sweat, and I'm pulling my tape off.
That's disgusting. I can't believe you're doing this in front of me. Um,
You're welcome.
Eric, what's your shoe size?
Usually I get asked that on a second date.
We're 155 dates in, baby.
It's like 155 first dates.
Are we an Adam Sandler film? Damn.
We're in Click, and every time we record, I just want to hit fast forward.
Dude, yeah. Well, I feel like I'm clicking with you today. So what's your shoe size?
My shoe size is men's.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
You're
this
the
is
perfect
this is a
foot
tall. This is a short and tall podcast. We stand for our short kings and our short everything shirt kings and our tall plain black shirt kings.
Can't believe you're a perfect foot long. That's insane.
Wow, dude! Holy shit! I just realized my foot is a foot long. Is that what it's supposed to be?
I think so. You should take a ruler, take a measuring tape to the footsies later and see if it is. No, there's no way it's 12 inches
Dude,
long.
use the crooked measuring app on iPhone 13 Pro
You
Max
can't
and let's
trust
see
that
what that
thing.
let's see what number that spits out. I
You
mean,
know
with the
Tim Cook is
13,
getting, yeah?
we do have some AR capabilities, so hopefully the
Ooh.
measurement is quite good.
You hit those that toe jam with the LiDAR and picks up every nook and cranny in between your pinky toe.
Hmm. 10.5 inches.
Hmm. So much like a
So
Subway sandwich, you're a little under.
exactly, just a little under thigh. Wow,
Wow. That's amazing.
that is amazing. Dude, Imperial is so stupid.
Yeah, it's the worst. But it is also a shared language that we can use to communicate with the poets and the artists.
Yeah. Holy fuck, this hurts, dude.
Yeah, I think you need some private time to do this. I think I'm gonna hang up.
You can hang up the pod, but you can't hang up the Zoom, Ty. I
Well,
forbid
I
you.
will I will prove you wrong right now. Breadheads, thank
Hmm.
you for listening today. We appreciate you. Follow us on Instagram. Give us a big old heart on Spotify.
Is that how
That's
people
about
do
it.
things there?
I don't know, man.
You're a Spotify first kind of gal, so can you walk me through the process of saving music? How do you save music?
I'm not really, dude. I haven't opened Spotify like all month. I also opened it once to listen to the new Pusha album, and then I closed it.
Mm.
Um,
Speaking of Pusha, because you did bring up both Pusha T and Glizzy's earlier, um,
mhm.
somebody did ask for his opinion on dogs. Do you want to hear it?
Yes. What's Pusha T's opinion on hot dogs?
So King Push did a little Twitter uh, thing where he made a hashtag called Ask Pusha T,
Yeah.
and there's a nice little brick emoji. Um,
uh,
but somebody asked, you know, the Drake Slayer, um, ask Pusha T, is a hot dog a sandwich? And then
no, did they? Oh
yeah, dude,
wow.
and then Push responded and said, a hot dog is practice to you.
What the hell?
And then he said, I don't really understand the rest of this tweet, but he said, quote unquote, you eater. So he's like, I guess practicing eating phallic shaped objects.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He threw him a diss. Wow.
He threw him a little diss. He's a diss kind of guy. And then he
Yeah.
said, don't ever ask me anything like this again.
Wow. Shut down bars.
Push is dropping bars and he's simping for big Donnies. So do you think it's time we get him on the pod?
I think we should give him a call. I think like the breadheads and our breadhead audience and his cokehead audience probably have a lot in common.
Wow, great call. And yeah, I'll make sure to hit Jay Prince for permission as well.
Yeah, you got to go through the agent, right?
Yes. Wow, I'm about to rip this shit off, Ty, and I'm scared.
Okay, rip it, scream, and then we'll call the episode. It'll be great.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I want to be able to hear the rip,
Oh, I'm actually scared it's gonna take my skin off.
dude. It's just tape. Just pull it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Ah, dude. Dude, this
All
thing's
right, think
covered in
fresh,
hair. I just
everybody.
waxed my leg.
Disgusting.
Stay tuned for next episode where you find one of these leg hairs in your sandwich.
Yum. It's a very
Yum.
Amber Heard move. Okay. Good night, everybody.